I'm going to show you a costume idea that's maybe not the most original in the world, but it's really easy and I think I made a really cool version of it, and it is the Sims Diamond, also known as a Plumbob. The beauty of this costume is that once you make the headpiece, you can basically wear any clothes that you want. You can go all out with a pixelated cover-up or just wear your normal clothes if you're running out the door to a costume party. So most of the ones I've seen online seem to have the diamond made of paper, which I know would make me nervous if it fell off or got crushed or something. So today I'm going to show you how to make this more durable version, which you can wear to costume parties year after year after year. So you're going to start with some sort of decorative green paper. I found this glitter paper at Michael's for only $1 or $2 a sheet, and one sheet is all you need. However, the glitter on this paper kept falling off, so I began by giving it a light coat of Mod Podge to kind of seal it all in, so that I wouldn't be shedding glitter all night long. I set that aside to dry, and now it's time to cut out some cardboard triangles. You're going to want to print out this pattern, which has 12 triangles and 2 hexagons, and I'll link the PDF right down below. Trim off some of the excess paper and then tape it onto a piece of chipboard. You're going to want to use chipboard and not corrugated cardboard for this, since that would be way too thick. But if you don't have a piece of cardboard like this one, you can always cut up an old tissue box or an old cereal box. So once the pattern is taped down, use your X-Acto knife to cut over all of the lines. Don't worry about cutting all the way through the cardboard, you're just transferring the pattern from the paper onto the cardboard. Once you've gone over all of the lines, remove the paper and you should see all of the lines shallowly cut into your cardboard. Now just go over them with your X-Acto knife until you've cut out all of the triangles. Do the same thing with the hexagons so that you have 12 cardboard triangles and 2 cardboard hexagons. Now flip over your green paper and use craft glue to glue just the triangles, not the hexagons, to the back of the paper. Once those are all on there and you've let the glue set for a couple minutes, use your X-Acto knife to cut them all out again. It's easiest if you keep rotating the paper so that you're always cutting against the cardboard. And then you should have a really pretty green triangle like this. Once all of your triangles are cut out and green, it's time to start gluing them together. You're going to want to use hot glue for this since it dries the fastest and holds cardboard together really well. Basically, use the hexagon as a base and one by one begin gluing the triangles on. This first one is the hardest, but once you get the first 2 on there and you've glued the seam inside, it's pretty easy to just keep working your way around. There aren't a lot of tips I can give you here, just fiddle around with it until it's all lined up evenly and be generous with the hot glue. Once you've gotten all the way around, just put an outline of glue on all 3 edges and press the last piece on top. And now the top of your diamond is complete. For the bottom half, do the exact same thing, except when you've attached 4 of the 6 triangles, set it aside for a second and grab some wire. This is the wire I'm using. You're going to want it to be fairly strong to hold up all of this cardboard. Bend the end of the wire in a 90-degree angle and cut off a piece, leaving a generous amount of extra wire to wrap around your headband later. Now put the bent end of the wire inside the diamond and use your hot glue to glue it in. You'll want to put a lot of hot glue on both ends, the bent end and the part that's going through the bottom of your diamond. Once that's securely in place, glue the last 2 triangles in, and now you should have half of a diamond with wire sticking out the bottom. Now before you glue them together, one last touch. If the edges of the paper were white, you can grab a lime green Sharpie and just draw over them, which makes it look a little more finished and professional. Once that's done, it's time to glue them together. Put a generous amount of hot glue on the bottom of one of the pieces and then just press them together. Hold them in place for a minute to set, and then your Sims Plumbob is finished. All that's left is to attach it to a headpiece, and for this you'll need any sort of headband that is comfortable for you. I tried a few different ways of attaching it, but finally I just wrapped the wire around the headband and then doubled it up and wrapped it back around itself and the bottom of the diamond. I added another layer of wire on top of that, and then it felt pretty sturdy and didn't look too bulky. So there it is. This is great to have on hand in case you get invited to any any last-minute costume parties. And since it's made of cardboard, you don't have to worry about all of your hard work being ruined if it falls off or if you're really tall and it hits the top of a door frame. So let me know in the comments, have you guys been playing the new Sims game? I haven't actually played a lot of The Sims since The Sims Facebook game, in which I made a flamingo house, but my roommate Michelle is obsessed with The Sims 3, so maybe I'll let her borrow this. So if you want to see another nerdy Halloween DIY, last year I showed you how to make Jake's sword from Adventure Time. You can watch that right here. Or if you want to see how I DIY'd some really cool patterned pumpkins a few weeks ago, you can watch that one right here. And I'll also have a playlist for you right down below if you want to check out all of my Halloween DIYs from over the years. So that's going to be it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye everyone!